So, Scrum Master with my companion, Jonica and Angel, and I'm Eduardo. So, first, what is a Scrum Master? So, Scrum Master is a base on the test process control theory, empirical process, or so-called empiricism. So, empiricism argues that knowledge derives from actual experience, that observation in the current known circumstances. So note that if that is different from the dogmatism as well as fixed thinking based entirely on the past experience or partial empiricism that ignores theoretical guidance. So this is the defined versus empirical. So the defined process control requires that every piece of work be completely understood, given as well defined as set of inputs that the same outputs are generated every time a defined process can be started and allowed to run until completion. So while the empirical process control provides an exercises control through transparency, frequent inspection, and adaptation for processes that are imperfectly defined and generate unpredictable and unrepeatable outputs. So empirical process control adaptive and defined process control predictive. So Scrum Master is the same same team role that responsible for ensuring the team lives agile values and principle that follows processes and practices that the team agreed by they would use. The responsibilities of this role include clearing obstacles, establishing an environment where the team can be effective. So, Scrum Master is the facilitator for an agile development team. Scrum is a methodology that allows a team to self-organize and make change quickly in accordance with agile principle. The Scrum Master manages the process for how information exchange and the role and responsibilities of a Scrum Master was created as the part of Scrum framework, and the role does not generally have an actual authority, also known as servant leadership, and the name was initially intended to indicate someone who is an expert at Scrum and can be therefore coach others. And the Scrum Master is also responsible for improving interaction between the Scrum team and an organization in order to maximize the productivity of the Scrum team. So finally, the Scrum Master is responsible to arrange the facilities, the team of meetings, so daily Scrum planning session, sprint re- retrospective, and etc. So the daily Scrum meeting. So daily Scrum meeting ay quick guide. So daily Scrum meeting called daily stand up to up meeting is called usually taking place so every morning on each sprint. The last time lasts approximately 15 minutes. In the Scrum Agile practice, the team will be typically hold a meeting on time at 9 in the same place. So the meeting daily Scrum was held on 15 minutes approximately. So hindi na yun sosobra at doon na lang at kung ano yung ano yung time na nakalagay at anong place na nakalagay doon, dapat pupunta ka agad doon. So Scrum Master can be Scrum process management, can effective communication, can progress tracking, can team protection and quality.
The responsibilities of a Scrum Master include clearing obstacles, establishing an environment where the team can be effective, addressing team dynamics, ensuring a good relationship between the team and product owner as well as others outside the team, protecting the team from outside interruptions and distractions. This is the example of a Scrum Master. Best Scrum software. Every project needs a powerful Scrum software that supports Scrum project management. It features Scrum tools like users story map, product backlog management, sprint backlog management, task management, daily Scrum meeting, sprint planning tool, sprint review tool, sprint retrospective tool, burn down, impediment, stakeholder, and team management. The challenge of a Scrum Master. A Scrum Master's responsibility is simply to ensure that the Scrum process is followed by the team and that the people external to the team give the team the space required for them to follow the process. The role of Scrum Master is perhaps the easiest to explain even though it can be hard to do. Here is the three major challenges that is often happened in a team. The challenges of a Scrum Master. Resisting change. Perhaps the most frustrating roadblock is resistance. It can come in many forms, active or passive, overt and covert, says Mike Chon, the author of Succeeding with Agile and Agile Estimating and Planning. The challenges of a Scrum Master. Misunderstanding process because Scrum introduces such fundamental change to the way people work. There are rooms for great confusion in its daily implementation. Experts say it's common for people to think they understand Scrum but to confuse all their methodologies and methods with Scrum process and terms.
The challenges of a Scrum Master: failing to adapt to changing roles, transitioning to Scrum shake-up roles throughout teams, departments, and even the entire company, cross-functional and self-organization. And that can be scary. Managers, for example, may fear a loss of authority or control, while team members may have troubles stepping up to a group-driven process. Scrum Master versus Project Manager. A project manager takes a leadership role in leading the team and developing and managing the plan. But what about all those project management activities if the team is agile? A project manager helps manage the project timeline, resources, and scope in order to meet business requirements. A Scrum Master, however, helps ensure the Scrum team is successful. A product owner works with the customer and team to set direction. A Scrum Master is a coach and facilitator and coaches the development team in executing agile practices to complete the work the product owner prioritizes. The Scrum Master works with the product owner and the development team to ensure that team members can move forward with development with no impediments and that the Scrum practices are carried out. The Scrum Master help to facilitate Scrum to the large team by ensuring the Scrum framework is followed. The project manager is responsible for a day-to-day management of the project and must be competent in managing the 6 aspects of a project: scope, schedule, finance, risk, quality, and resources.